Hey guys, so I know I haven't put up a video in a while. A lot of stuff has been going on, like usual. This trip has been quite the roller coaster, and I just haven't been in the space. I don't know when I'm going to be posting videos again, to be honest. Probably when I get back to the States. That's my guess, depending on what happens in the next few weeks. So I wanted to talk about something I've been thinking about. I'm probably not going to edit this video unless something really weird happens. So I'm just going to do this and just quick video. Just so you know, when I get back to the States, I will be doing a full video on this entire story, and let me tell you, it's been one hell of a ride. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to function through a lot of stuff. I'm feeling like Australia really amplifies anything that's going on for someone, whether it's good or bad. It tends to be a lot. I also work in a crystal shop, which tends to amplify everything. Like, everything's just really charged right now, and what's going on the planet, of course. I wanted to talk about something that I'm trying to put into my own life right now, but in general, it's a really great technique to work on, because I feel like it's good on a physical and emotional level. So I want to talk about the idea of feeling pain without suffering. And most times people see that as being the same thing. You know, pain is suffering. You know, suffering and pain are the same thing, and it really isn't. Pain is something that life throws at you. It's a chemical reaction or a physical thing that happens, and suffering is what you choose to do with that pain. And you can choose to suffer or not. And I know there's a lot of techniques as to how to do this, but I wanted to go through a little technique that helps me in the moment. It doesn't take too long, and it's actually really helpful. When doing this technique, it's really good, I think, to kind of practice it when it comes to physical ailments. So not emotional. Emotional can be a little harder to do. So I would say next time you get a cut or something like this, of course, do not cut yourself to test this. Don't, disclaimer, don't do that. But keep in mind that this is really good. So it could be stubbing your toe, it could be cutting yourself, whatever it is. When that happens, most people feel that pain and they freak out, because that is the natural reaction. The brain goes, something's attacking me, something's hurting me. But if you think, as long as it's not a big thing, you have to go to the hospital or something, most times, like a little cut or something, it's not going to kill you. But you're feeling the pain, and then your brain says that's bad, and you start suffering. What I want you to do next time, this is good for like razor cuts and stuff like that, is say you cut your finger. Next time, I want you to look at your finger, see that it's not killing you, and I want you to tell your brain to say, okay, I'm okay, and calm that panic sensor. And then what I want you to do is focus on the actual sensation going on in your finger. Like the actual sensation, not what your brain is telling you, but the actual sensation. You'll find that a cut actually has this really weird, tingling feeling to it, because your brain is telling you it's stinging, it's pain, but it's not. It's a sensation that isn't comfortable, and your brain processes that as being bad. So what I want you to do is step out of the story of what this cut is and actually feel the feeling. And it'll take a few seconds, but you'll actually notice the pain itself goes away. Just the sensation is there, which oftentimes is just a weird feeling. Oftentimes I find with cuts, it's like a buzzing, or it's a weird tingling feeling that can be kind of intense, but it's different. And I want you to look at that pain and go, okay, this is the feeling, this is the mind. This is the feeling, this is the mind. This is the story, this is the feeling. Okay? Now, once you start practicing that, you'll notice that different things will come up, and you'll start naturally doing that with yourself. This is something I'm working on, guys. So I have not mastered this, because we're programmed. It's our body's programmed to not know. It's a defense mechanism. It's a fight or flight. But we most of the time don't need to fight or flee. It's just about recognizing the situation and then dealing with it in a conscious way. Now, mind you, once you let go of the panic, you can handle this situation a lot easier. Something just came up on my computer. Go away. Thank you. You can handle this much easier. So the next thing is doing it with an emotion. This can be harder, but if you've practiced it enough and you know like the steps, it's actually very similar. Right now, gonna be honest, I'm dealing with a lot of pain, emotional pain, heartbreak. It's something people avoid at almost all cost. I'm honest with you guys on this channel, so I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, I'm dealing with this feeling, okay? And it's emotional. You know, I'm emotional and I'm upset. And I was sitting upstairs feeling this feeling, and all of a sudden, like, you know, like after you go through that panic, sometimes you kind of step back, like you have those reprieves from emotional pain. Well, I had that just a few minutes ago. And it came to my mind, that idea of what is this feeling? And what you do is you go, okay. Because oftentimes, like, you're upset, but the pain is like crushing. You know, you feel the pain. It's a chemical reaction. And that's usually what makes it's like almost unbearable, is not only the emotional upset, but the pain. And it's horrible. You know, it really does not feel good. So I was sitting there on the floor and doing something on my phone. And I started disassociating with the pain as being a suffering situation, but rather a sensation. And I just felt the pain, and I said, that's a feeling within my body. And once you say that, you actually find that, you know, you do feel the pressure. You'll notice that a heartbreak or that coming in feeling, actually, and now you have to do this after you've like released some of the emotion. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, it's really hard to do this like immediately. I mean, I'm sure you can do it, but it's really hard to do it like immediately. So it's been a day or two for me. And I felt it, and I said, okay, I'm feeling pressure within my chest. And I kind of just focused on that, getting out of my head. You know, when they say the monkey mind is like, to deal with that, you focus on the breath. And if your monkey mind is focusing on the breath, it can't think too much. And so this combination of the pain and the thinking, it's a circular issue. You know, I'm feeling pain, then I think about what's causing me pain, and then this causes the pain. You know, it goes over and over. So if you can take your monkey mind and focus on the actual sensation of what you're feeling in your body, your brain kind of goes off a little bit. It's not running on what's causing you this chemical reaction. And you'll start to notice that you disassociate from the situation a little bit, which can feel really great. And you just sit in here with this feeling. Now you can do a couple things. You can send yourself love, like you would if you knew someone else was feeling. Say, okay, I'm just going to be here with this feeling. But sometimes love is really hard to give yourself, especially in a situation where you feel it's your fault or whatever. Sit there with the feeling and just say, I'm going to feel this feeling, and actually kind of start looking at it as an experience. What is this feeling? What am I feeling? What does it feel like? And just kind of sit there and kind of come at it as an experience, as an interesting thing to explore. Because oftentimes we have not explored these feelings, and it's kind of a fascinating thing to look at. So just feel it out and really feel it, and then take some breaths. You know, just feel into it, feel into it, feel it. And if your mind can shut off for a little bit in this way, you can actually start disassociating yourself from the situation, at least for a little bit. And as you practice this, it becomes more of a habit, just like anything else. But that's a really good technique that I have found when it comes to painful situations on a physical and emotional level. You know, pain is inescapable. We have duality on the planet. Things feel good, things feel bad. But that's all it is. It's just a feeling. It's about the story we tell ourselves that makes it traumatic or not, or helps us get out quicker or not. And once you start separating out the feelings with the situation, it's at least a bit of a reprieve, so you can take a breath and figure out what you're going to do. So I hope this was helpful, you guys. It's been helpful for me in the past. I could also see how this could help with pregnancy or birthing as well. On a certain level, people do a lot of stuff to get into a good space. So just really sensing that and working through your body with that, I think would be also really good. I hope you all are well. I'm sorry I haven't been posting videos, kind of. I'm not really sorry, just kind of putting it out there. Life is a whole ball of interesting. So, hope you have a wonderful day. My social media links are in the description below. Namaste, and don't forget, it's all about the soul journey.